Welcome back to my channel, Bring Peace into Your Life. This video is going to be about dreams and never giving up on your dreams. Now, that probably sounds like some motivational slogan that someone would preach about or would sell a class on. But in real life, it's much more practical and important, and it's about being steady and being human. It's not about constant intensity or perfection. It's about consistency and resilience and adjusting your approach while keeping the long-term goal in sight. So, yes, it may sound like jargon. Yes, it may sound like something to sell a product. But what it actually means and what it looks like is holding on to your long-term vision. So if you have something that you really want to achieve in life and you really want to bring into being for you, it's about holding on to that vision. It's about not letting your dream disappear just because it takes time or because others don't really see your vision or see what your dream is or if they value that. It's about valuing it yourself and looking at what can I do to get closer to my dream and get closer to that vision of how I want my life to be. It's also about looking at the fact that setbacks are part of the process. If you never try, if you never put yourself in the game, if you like, if you never try to push forward to fulfill your dreams, you're actually never going to get there. So sometimes we will have setbacks, sometimes things will get in the way, sometimes life will get in the way. But being a bit discouraged about that and about feeling like you've taken a step backwards is not failure. It's not failure at all. And I think we forget that. We think that if we fail at the first hurdle, that's failure. But actually, we got to the first hurdle, we tried, and we'll learn from it. So you expect difficulty and understand that doesn't invalidate your dream. Difficulties will happen, but if you don't actually push yourself to move forward and look at achieving your dream, you're actually never going to get there. So when that happens, you do have setbacks, you need to look at being willing to grow and adapt and learn. So it's about never giving up. It doesn't mean you'll never change your methods or the way you're approaching something. It just means that you have to be flexible. So if you try something and it doesn't work, you go back to the drawing board. You look at what is getting in your way. Can you fix that? Can you learn something to help you get over that part of it to be able to get closer to your dream? So it's not about thinking that it's a linear process. You go from A to B and that's you. That's not always the case when you've got something that you're dreaming about and a focus that you want for your life. And sometimes you will have to take a couple of steps backwards or a couple of steps to the side before you can move forward. And that's okay. It's about keeping that momentum up and not allowing yourself to be discouraged. Motivation can come and go, and so can discipline. And it's about looking at when you have a lack of motivation or your motivation goes down. That's not to say that you completely give up. It's about looking at, why have I got a lack of motivation? What is this about? So you continue taking steps even on days where you don't feel inspired. As long as you keep taking steps forward and you don't stop, you're still going to get further towards your goal. And when you do have a dream, it's about looking at, how can I bring this into my life realistically? How can I get to that dream or further towards that dream in a manageable way? So finding a way to pursue it without burning out. So we can pursue our dreams and we can take our time and we can take one step at a time. But it's about looking at not pushing yourself to the point of burnout, because that's not going to help you. So slow progress is still progress. Smaller steps or a different timeline still means that you're going to get there. It just means that you might not get there as quickly as you wanted, but actually, if you go at knockout pace, you might burn out and you might not actually get there. So it's about taking your time. So what does this look like day to day? So it looks like showing up for your goals regularly, even in small ways. So always kind of chipping away at it and moving forward. It's also about practicing when nobody else sees the effort. So it doesn't have to be seen to be progress. If you are working on it in the background, people don't have to know what you're doing or what you're working on for you to be having progress. It doesn't have to be seen by someone else. And when you have a disappointment or you have a failure, it's about picking yourself back up again. It's about not allowing the world to knock you down. It's about saying, yes, this has not worked or this part of it hasn't worked, but it doesn't mean I'm a failure and it doesn't mean I'm going to fail. It means I pick myself back up again and move forward. And it's about reevaluating. So if something's not working, it's about looking at what was my strategy, what was not working in my strategy, and how can I adapt that to still get to where I want to be. And when you have a small win, when you have a small achievement on the way to your goal, it's about celebrating that and thinking, right, okay, let's keep going. So small wins can really fuel your momentum. It can make you feel like, yes, I'm actually getting somewhere. I can see this. I've been chipping away and not seeing my progress, but now I can actually see it. And it's about saying, I'm not there yet, but I'm still going. So it's not about, I've not achieved this. No, it's not that you've not achieved it, it's that you've not achieved it yet. This is a process and it's a journey. And if someone does criticise you or someone gives you a critique, it's about looking at, what can I learn from this? It can be hard to be criticised and it can be hard to hear criticism, but actually it's about saying, what can I take from this? Is this genuine? Is this a true reflection of what's going on? And if it is, what can I take from that criticism to actually learn and make things different? So if you make a sacrifice that aligns with your values and what you're trying to achieve, it doesn't destroy your well-being. You don't do something that destroys your well-being. You can make sacrifices to get to where you want to be, but you ultimately have to get there healthy. So that's about self-care. It's about letting go of controls and expectations. It's about taking care of yourself within this. So if you don't take care of yourself within this, you might get to your goal or your dream, but you're not going to be psychologically well, emotionally well, and resilient because you've not taken care of yourself on that journey. So let's look at what it does not look like. So we've looked at what it does look like. Let's look at what it doesn't look like. It doesn't look like pushing yourself to the point of emotional or physical harm or burnout, because that's just not helpful and it's not achievable. And if it's not working and your plan's not working, it doesn't look like stubbornly sticking to your plan even though you know it's not going to work, because that's not going to help you. It's about going away and rewriting the plan and rejigging the plan and realising that actually you can change something to help you get to your goal. It's also not about ignoring all advice or your own needs. You need to take advice, you need to look at advice that people are giving you, because they're giving you it for a reason, and hopefully the people that are giving you the advice care about you and want you to succeed. And it's also not about believing the journey should be smooth or quick. Anything that's helpful in life or anything that's really important in life does not just fall in your lap. It takes work and it takes effort to achieve those things. And never giving up is having perseverance. It's to persevere to get to the point of where you want to be. It means you believe in your dream enough to keep walking, even slowly, even imperfectly, no matter how many times you start again. So it might not be perfect, it might not be fast, but it's your journey, and it's your journey to the dreams that you have and what you want to achieve in life. So it's about really not giving up, not giving up on yourself, not giving up on your dreams, however hard it is and however long it takes. It's about always pushing forward and working towards the way you would like your life to be and the way you would like your life and your family life to be. It's about looking at what is your legacy, what is your dream, and what is your focus and your purpose in life. And that's really important, and it can give you so much strength and really cement your self-esteem when you can achieve these things, even small steps and small goals to achieve what you want to in the big picture. And it can really help your self-esteem and boost your confidence in yourself and your ability. If this video has helped you and you have a dream, you have a purpose, you have something you want to achieve, please put it in the comments and let's encourage each other's dreams and encourage each other to keep moving forward and keep trying to better ourselves. So I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.